Board of Appeals is now to order. Will you please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Kristen, will you do the roll call, please?
I will. Laura.
Here.
Present.
Kristen, present. Chad.
Present.
Dave.
Here.
And the other Jeff is not. He is traveling.
Okay. Approval of the agenda. Does anyone have any changes? No? No?
Note that
Okay. I'll make the motion to approve the agenda as presented. May I have a second, please?
second.
Those in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Okay, moving on to the approval of the February 18th, 2026 meeting minutes. I have a couple of changes on that. So first of all, my name is spelled Andersen. Second of all, under G, 1, that should be R1, not R exclamation point. And then following that, where it says ZBA discuss the matter, I would like to omit those two lines and replace it with members of the board discuss the matter and concern for the wetlands. Request was made by the board to postpone hearing until legal determination was available. Applicant agreed. And then following that, Anderson made the motion, Nussdorfer seconded to postpone and continue public hearing during the March 18th ZBA meeting at 6 p.m. Any other corrections?
I appreciate the rewording of that. You summed it up well.
Okay. Okay. All right, I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of the February 18th, 2026 meeting with corrections. Second,
I second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Well, I'm wondering if you should even ask, but is there any conflict of interest with the cases this evening? If not, any public comment? No? Kristen, any communications?
There was one communication anonymously left in my mailbox, and I will submit it to Sarah. And it does not pertain to the case this evening, but it talks about variance requests. It's kind of a overview. Someone Googled an AI overview of it. So I'll submit it to Sarah and she could make copies. I don't know if anyone else got an anonymous letter in the mailbox.
Yes, I did. And it doesn't give the source, but all of the
Yours?
references. Did you get the same thing?
Yes, mine's, is yours only one page?
Yeah.
Okay, so just to reference is,
Yeah.
okay, so Laura also got a copy of the third page that I received, but I received 3 pages. It looks like they Googled is an applicant's desire for a larger house than the minimum required according to a zoning ordinance, a self-created need for a variance.
Okay,
So I think I'll just submit this
go
to you.
ahead, go ahead, but what I was going to comment about it is all the references at the bottom of this, cited references are from other states, and I think that case law is only applicable for Michigan. So I'm thinking that although this is general, I think a lot of it applies, it's just not the right source to rely on for this board.
Yep, I'll make sure everybody gets a copy. I didn't get a copy of it, and so it'd be good to have it for the file, and then
Okay.
you can
I'm
acknowledge
gonna,
it.
I'm gonna hand it to you right now, just so you
Okay.
have it. And then I guess just, if you'll just make sure everybody has a copy of it,
Mhm.
and then we can proceed at the next meeting.
Yep, will do.
Okay, so, hearing of cases, and let's start out, so case one, go ahead.
Yeah.
They aren't here tonight.
No, the applicant for case one submitted, well, and actually Eagle issued their Eagle permit for the wetlands yesterday. I received a copy of it about 4 o'clock yesterday. Saw it this morning, so I forwarded it out to you and also let the applicant know that I sent it to you, but, you work, you have other things going on and may not be prepared to make a decision at tonight's meeting. I also reached out to the Township Attorney, Todd Millar, because there was a question about Jeff Weincoop was here during the case when it started, and so can Jeff Clark serve and hear it, or does Jeff Weincoop need to be here? And it needs to be the same boards or the same members, so Jeff Clark would not be able to participate. So we were down to 4 members. The applicant asked to basically postpone the decision on the case or to schedule a special meeting to hear it, being that we didn't have all 5 members here and the late arrival of the information. My hesitation is, like I said, if you've had time to review it, and he was driving up and down from downstate today, so his 8-hour round trip, and he kind of was like, if I get here and they say we're not going to do anything with it, I have to turn around and go home. And so he was hoping basically to reschedule. He did say that he's going to be up here the week of the 30th, March 30th. If that worked out, or if we could find a date that week to do it, that would be great. We don't have to, if that week doesn't work and we can do it a different time or wait for our regular meeting. But he did offer that. I don't know Jeff Weincoop's schedule. I haven't heard back from him since reaching out, but like you said, he's probably in an airplane and doesn't have access
Do
to.
we need to check the Township Halls?
I can run over there and take a look at it. It's 5th month or 5th week, so we don't have any regularly scheduled meetings, but I can look to see if it's reserved or not. And so I don't know. Let me do that really quick. I'm available Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so the 30th, the 31st, and the 1st.
Before you go, are we going to talk about whether we want to reschedule or just reschedule at our next meeting? Don't we have that choice?
You mean,
Are you just assuming we're going to make a special meeting for this?
he requested one, and Sarah asked me, I agreed that I would be willing to do that. This is for the,
The yellow,
Yellowbird.
yeah.
Yellowbird.
I'm not so sure, not so sure I am, but if we're going to make a decision, why can't we just wait till the next meeting? Why do we need to change our schedules because he can't?
Well, part of it is because Jeff Weincoop couldn't be here for this meeting to be able to have it heard, is a part of the reason that he didn't want to have it. Because you have, at the ZBA, all of your decisions are a majority of all the members. So you have to have 3 affirmative votes, no matter how many people are here. So if there's 3 people here, you have to have 3 votes. If there's 4, you have to have 3. And if you have 5, there's 3. So,
But say one of us got sick,
Mhm.
We scheduled this special meeting or any meeting, and one of
Mhm.
us, out of the 5 of us got there's no guarantee, I guess I just want to not be setting the precedent that we will always be scheduling a special meeting, or we would, to make sure that we can all be there.
Right, but we do that also. If I send out an email about not having having a regular meeting and I don't have 5 people respond that they can make it, I let the applicant know we don't have 5 people, there's whatever the number is, do you still want to move forward? A lot of times if they say, I'd like to wait until we have 5 members, we try to schedule a special meeting if we can get together.
Okay.
Or we go to the regular meeting. Some individuals, have a tighter calendar, so they're like, I'll wait till the next regular meeting, no problem. Others are, have more of a time crunch. This specific application, he was under contract, he extended it because we asked for that Eagle permit, so we extended it past the meeting tonight. I don't know the deadline on his purchase agreement, but that is something that also comes into play with this specific applicant.
Probably in having things nailed down so they can start construction in the spring if they've got their permits. I think that's kind of, it's a seasonal time is of the essence issue, I would guess.
But it is your call. I mean, you're not obligated to, if you as a majority of the members say regular meeting, that's when it is. That's okay too.
And for clarification, you're going to check the calendar, but we would be the meeting would take place 2 weeks prior, roughly 2 weeks prior than our regular meeting.
Correct.
Okay.
If you'd like to consider that and have a discussion about those dates.
Okay, this was,
Down there?
I will abstain because I can't participate, so I can be here for the meeting.
okay, you said the
The 30th
31st
or the 1st?
or the 1st are the dates that you're available.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Laura, what were those dates again?
It would be Tuesday, the 31st, or Wednesday, April 1st.
Or Monday, the 30th.
I'm not available the 30th. I come back the 31st. I should be fine to be here on the 31st. I know with 100, I know I will be in town for sure on the 1st. I'm coming back on the 31st, early in the morning. I don't foresee a problem.
Well, I think,
Well, the 30th isn't going to work for me. Let's see.
let's look at April 1st. Chad,
I'm good.
You're good?
I
April
can
1st?
make April 1st work.
Yeah, I can make it work.
Okay, you want to look at the?
Yep, I'll go run
calendar
over
real
really quick.
What's worth, I have to leave town that day anyway.
Pardon?
I'm leaving town that day anyway, so.
Well, I hope you're going someplace fun.
No.
No? Sorry.
Move my son to a new apartment.
Move your son to,
A new apartment,
where does he live?
Cincinnati.
Oh, boy.
You're a good father.
Okay, thank you.
Available.
Tell my kids, tell your friends.
I know, I wish.
So we're going to have a meeting then, the 1st, and that's at 6 o'clock.
April 1st at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
We would need a motion to schedule that.
I will make the motion to reschedule the hearing for ZBA 2026-01, the continuation of that, for April 1st, 2026 at 6 o'clock PM.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Then let's move on to appeal number ZBA 2026-02. And the applicant isn't here, so.
Yeah.
What are our options here?
So the bylaws have some guidance. It says, and this is in Article 4, item number 5, it says when the applicant fails to appear at a properly scheduled meeting of the ZBA. The ZBA chairperson may entertain a motion from the ZBA to dismiss the case. If in the absence of a motion by the ZBA, the chairperson shall rule. And then there is, if a case is dismissed, the applicant will be furnished with a written notice of the action. The applicant shall have 7 calendar days from the date of the notice to apply for a reinstatement of the case. In such cases, the applicant must file a written request with the secretary for reinstatement. Reinstatement shall be at the discretion of the chairperson for good cause shown. All cases have to be re-advertised if they are reinstated.
Well, it sounds like her bylaws tell us what we have to do. So,
And I've not had any communication. I told them it was on the agenda for tonight's meeting. I haven't received an email from them asking about the meeting or anything like that. So I'm not sure what the situation is for why they're not here.
So I'm hearing from the first part of that is we can just vote to just drop it. That's,
right.
that you
Dismiss-
can do that as the chair.
Yes, well, we can, the board,
Well,
the board can make a motion, anyone on the board can make a motion. If the board doesn't, I can, I guess unilaterally dismiss it. So, but I'd rather the board make a motion to do that if that's,
I'd make a motion, we drop the case.
can,
If they don't show up and don't give any reason to
okay,
show up.
can we rephrase your
You-
motion to
absolutely.
dismiss the case?
Dismiss, yes. I never was good in English language, so it's okay. Yes, that would work.
Okay. I will second that.
And that's because the applicant's not present. That's why.
Right.
We're
Because,
dismissing the case because the applicant is not present. We're making a motion to dismiss the case.
Can we discuss for just a second?
Oh, sure.
Do they have to refile, pay more money to have this redone again? Or is their payment good for a certain amount of
Right.
time? Because we don't know really
Right.
what happened to them.
Yeah, they would be subject to pay the cost for republication. Alternatively, you could say, they're not here, we don't know what happened, Sarah, reach out to them, let's move this to our April 1st meeting as well and see if they can make it to that meeting. If you wanted to. I mean, because I don't read, it talks about the chairperson may entertain a motion, so you have a may, and then in the absence of a motion, the chairperson shall make a decision.
Rural.
That, you know, but it doesn't, I don't know that it tells you
So
what
we
your
could
decision
table it
is.
to-
Yeah. I mean, that's my reading of the bylaws, but this is your thing.
So are we, Chairwoman, is this a
Let's-
discussion we're having? So
Yeah, it is.
okay.
There's a motion on the table, but we can discuss it and
And
then-
that's what I'm hearing from Chad. You want to discuss it?
Well, that's what I was just asking about the fees. I did walk down there. They're seasonal, so they may have been stuck somewhere else. I'm just thinking a storm or something. It's pretty hard to imagine adults would set this all up and then not contact us whatsoever. That kind of worries me a little bit, so. I hate to punish them for that if they
No,
have a
and I
good
don't-
reason.
it's just the fee for republication.
Right,
It's not a new application. fee.
correct.
I think that's fair to
I would
just-
agree with that too. yeah.
just charge that.
I don't think we're punishing them.
No, I don't think we're
I don't.
punishing. I don't view it that way. I just, I view it, we're following the procedure. And I think it's completely fair that they would have to pay to have it published and advertised. So for transparency, and
I
so
would-
there's
I would
public
agree with
comment.
that.
But I do think in today's society where you can send an email, a text, a phone call,
That's
But
what seems odd to me, and that would.
yes, and I
seems
do
worrisome.
believe that they are local. So I feel like I don't know, I hope they're okay and nobody got hurt, God forbid, but I think that it needs to just be dismissed and then they can decide. Maybe they decide they wanted to drop it and not be here. I don't know.
I'm good with the vote.
Okay,
Just one more note, I would say, I would think it should be scheduled for the next regular meeting. The special meeting is for the other case.
Correct.
right.
Right.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be able to,
Well, and they
If we
have to,
dismiss
well, they would have to respond
Yeah.
within 7 days and say that they want
You're
to
right, yeah.
do
You're
it.
inside the
And then,
notice
and
already.
then
Right.
you would just say, okay, the next regular meeting is.
right, because
We're
I
inside
can't
the
notice
notice.
it for that special meeting anyways in the newspaper, so, yeah. Regular meeting would be the next opportunity, or whenever it works out.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, then I think we still have a motion on the floor made by David Nussberger and seconded by me to dismiss ZBA 2026-02 for not showing up to the meeting. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, motion passes. Any public comment? Okay. Sarah, summary of action items before next ZBA meeting?
I have no new applications in, so just these two. Well, we've only got item number 1 that's still standing. Item number 2, I'll let the applicant know about your decision and that process for that. So if we don't have anything else come in, our April meeting, then our regular meeting would be canceled. So, unless we need to approve minutes or something, but we've been doing the findings of fact at the meeting so we can get those signed and not have to have a meeting to approve minutes.
Okay.
So,
That would be- So for sure, we just had the April 1st meeting.
right, for right now. The deadline for receiving new applications for the April meeting essentially passes today. So the only thing would be is if potentially this person could get this all turned around and I still could notice it, maybe, but that's really tight.
Yeah, that was a question I had. What is the time frame for those notices? How does that? What is
Yeah.
the?
Is it
So
15 days?
it's 15 days. It has to be published in the newspaper at least 15 days prior, and we have to send out 300-foot mailings at least 15 days before. Because we publish in the once weekly Elk Rapid News, it makes it so most of the time, it may be different this month because of how it lands, and we kind of have an extra week in there. Most of the time I'm advertising for your next meeting, I'm sending it to the paper Friday for the next meeting.
Yeah.
So that's why it's really,
Tight turnaround.
yeah.
Okay.
So there might be an extra week in there this time around. But even still, you'd have to get through the process and get money and things like that to make it work. But I like to try to work with people and get them on an agenda if I can.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm slightly hesitant to tell you to take it off your calendar, but.
Jeff, anything from the planning commission?
No, our meeting on Monday was canceled due to weather.
Yes. I
The
understand.
applicant
I
was coming from
understand.
downstate and couldn't make it.
Not surprising. All right. Board, any other comments you'd like to make? In that case, I'll make the motion that we adjourn the meeting.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye. Opposed? Meeting is adjourned at 6:28 PM.
Second shoulders.
I think that's our
Yeah.
shortest meeting. Shortest meeting.